All right, Shalom. All praises, all glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Uh, this is another edition of the Mark of the Beast, and I have a couple articles I want to go into, just dealing with this Mark of the Beast technology that's getting ready to sweep the world by storm. Okay, because they are making advances in technology, where they're making different types of technology, whether it's your video gaming system, whether it's your cell phones, your mobile phones, your televisions. Everything is getting smaller, yet more powerful and more advanced. Okay, and for those that don't know, the true mark of the beast is the RFID implantable microchip. Okay, and it's constantly being pushed out there to the people through the medical field, through the military, through different jobs and corporations, where people volunteer to get a chip within their hand to pay for items. And that's the prophecy in the scriptures. Okay, it talks about that. All right. Now these are things that are increasingly becoming more widespread, more known. Okay, and it's a fulfillment of prophecy. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to get a scripture. So let's get a scripture. Let's get a new tab. Let's go to Google. Let's see if we can pull up the Blue Letter Bible real quick. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to get an app. I'm gonna pull up an app. Let's see if I can go back to the article real quick. Salakia. Here we go here. Let's get an app. Let's go to the scriptures. All right, let's go to let's go to the book of Daniel. Let's go to the 12th chapter. Let's go to the book of Daniel. And Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. All right. It says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end." Now, the book that was sealed is talking about the Holy Scriptures, the Bible. Okay, it was sealed until the time of the end, when in the last generation of the prophets coming back on earth, all right, which are the prophets of great millstone, all right, and the apostles and the different brothers around the world, the book is now open through Yahweh Shai, opening those seals. Okay, all right, and then once that happens, it says, "Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." All right, and that goes into technology, because the more advancements in knowledge and information comes better technology. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this article here. All right, right. So it says here, it says beyond human. All right, and this is from the tcagenda.com. It says, "Beyond human, technology of the future is closer than you think." All right. So it says this. It says, "Advances in technology are moving rapidly, especially innovations in integrated technology, but one of my worst, maybe not so irrational fears is slowly coming true. That soon we will have the ability to reenact the Terminator as we gradually transform into cyborgs." Why is that? How can we turn into cyborgs? Because the RFID microchip. All right, and the different applications that microchip can have, such as opening the car on your door, opening the door to your house, paying for a food at your job or at the grocery store. Okay, it says humans and machines are merging, with smartphones, Fitbits, Amazon Echo, and other forms of technology that we have incorporated and woven into our everyday lives, it seems like a distant memory when we operated successfully without these devices. We wake up with these technologies and fall asleep with them, to them. We never leave home without our many devices, and if we do forget them, there is an overwhelming sense of vulnerability. They are at our sides at all times. It then begs the question, when will it be commonplace to take the leap and merge with AI, artificial intelligence, and implant technology into our bodies, right? And that's that's the agenda. Okay, that's the agenda. All right, they want to implant these technologies, all right, into our bodies. Okay, it says Elon Musk is the poster boy for futuristic thinking and innovative technology. Musk has foreseen and spoken candidly about the merge with technology and its inevitability in order for humans to continue to grow and be relevant in the face of AI. It says, and I believe Elon Musk is also behind the Tesla. Okay, this car, this vehicle, that's also taking the world by storm now. How come how technologically advanced it is? I believe he's behind the line of Tesla cars. All right, so he knows about these things. Okay, it says we have seen amazing incorporations of technology with prosthetics, restoring vision to the blind, and now a digital pill that is embedded with an ingestible sensor to record if the medication was taken. We see these medical advancements and don't question the motives or ethics behind this technology. However, we are moving quickly into an era where the reasons to merge with AI are less out of necessity and more for convenience. Just this past summer, Wisconsin company 3 Square Market offered optional implanted chip technology to its employees. Over 50 employees volunteered to be implanted with the right size RFID, radio frequency identification, chip under the skin between their thumb and forefinger. This implanted chip employees to now, Salakin, let me go back to I want to mention this digital bill because it says and now a digital pill that is embedded with an ingestible sensor to record if the medication was taken. That's tracking technology. Because you got these guys, the IUIC Israelites, they say that the chip is only going to be used for tracking. Okay, you put that chip inside your dog and you can find your dog or whatever. But now they're implanting this tracking technology into people. Okay, and by prophecy, it says that once the people take the mark of the beast, okay, not only will they be tracked, but they be able to pay for things. Okay. All right, so let me go back into this paragraph here. It says this implanted chip allows employees to participate in a micro market using the chip to make purchases. All right. Now remember, it says it is placed under the skin between their thumb and forefinger. That's within your hand. Your thumb and forefinger is in your hand. Okay. And it says they'll be able to make purchases. It says they'll be able to make purchases in the break room, to open doors, log into computers, use the copy machine, and more. To put employees at ease, the data on the chip is encrypted and does not have GPS technology to track those who participate. But at this point, there are chips that do. For example, the chips that track your dogs. So don't. They use this divisive wording to make you think, okay, well, you can track a dog, but they're not going to track humans. It's the same technology. Okay? All right? All right? So I'm going to go down to the last paragraph. It says, AI integrated technology is here, and the innovators have already enthusiastically jumped on board. The question now is, when will the merge with technology tip, flowing into the mainstream where the early and late majority follow suit? In today's world, if you don't have a smartphone, you're operating at a severe disadvantage. It's not so unthinkable that perhaps sooner than we think, There will come a time when we'll be left behind and disconnected if we don't merge with machines, and that's to come. Okay, that's to come. All right. So let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 13. All right, and chapter 13 and 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The beast represents the system. Okay? And you know how a beast moves. A beast is violent. A beast produces war. A beast is greedy. That's this system. That's this NATO, American, UN, European system that's set up by the so-called white man, which is known as Esau in the scriptures. And he's the one that gives power unto the system to do these things in the earth, which is why you've seen the skirmishes between North Korea and the U.S., Russia and the U.S., Israel and Iran at this point, okay, China and the U.S. and other countries, all right? Okay, so this is that beast, and that beast is given power to produce an image and a persona, which is called the Internet of Things, where everybody's going to be connected in a one world order, which is underneath Satan, the spirit of Satan. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that is, which is how does the system work? How does it speak? By laws, passing laws and passing legislation, politics, government, okay? All right? GOP, all right? It says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Because there's going to be a time when all this terrorist talk is going to lead you into a system that where everybody's tracked. Trump just talked about that, okay? He's going against the Democrats right now at this moment and talking about having the border safe for immigrants to come in and out of America, and they must be vetted through. That's the system to where if you're not a part of this system, you can be killed because you can be a potential terrorist. All right? And verse 16 is the point. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands, a mark, an incision, a cut, an implant in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, except you have this implant. It says, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so you won't be able to buy or sell anything, purchase anything, function in this society if you don't have this microchip embedded in your body and you're not merged to the machine, as the article says. Okay, so I want to hit another article in a headline that I saw, all right, because it talked about the world, right? So let's go to the rfidjournal.com, all right? It says Royal Cornwall Hospitals to boost surgical safety with RFID. It says the United Kingdom's NHS Trust is launching a UHF RFID system from Ingenica Solutions to track implants received, stored, and then placed inside patients to reduce manual efforts for tracking the high-value devices while also increasing patient safety. Now, I just read in the last article how they even invented a digital pill to where they can track whether or not you're taking your medication. So they've already embedded this medical technology, this implantable technology, microchip technology, into the medical field, and this is just the UK. But if you read if you know anything about the Obama's healthcare bill going back to 2010 to 2013, I believe, 2013, 36 months, it said that a class 2 implantable device was to be added to the registry here in America. So it's going to start in different places around the world, okay? But all right. but it's going to eventually come to America. Okay. Right. So let me and there's 3 pages on this article here, but I'm gonna read some of this. It says and this is the devil here, Nicola Hall. All right, them Edomite. It says the hospital chose to use a UPC and passive UHF RFID solution known as Atticus from Ingenica Solutions to manage the surgical implants. So like Atticus is a modular solution for inventory management that includes a range of data capture options, according to Nicola Hall, Ingenica's managing director. Royal Cornwall is opting to begin with a focus on gaining visibility into implants as they are received at the trust and again as they are used during surgical procedures. And we know that this has everything to do with Satan, okay, because he want to track you know, in your every move in this future new world order that they're trying to establish. It says, I'm going to go down. It says a digital system using RFID to replace the paper-based system, which is the same thing they want to do with the money. Go from paper currency to a digital currency, such as Bitcoin and other currencies, which is eventually going to lead to the RFID microchip. Okay. All right, because it's shown it already help you make purchases. So what's next? Going from paper currency to digital currency. So it says they want to replace the paper-based system. It should be much faster and more accurate, says Nick Kite, a project management office member at Royal Cornwall Hospital's NHS Trust. Our specific intention for RFID is to make it as easy as possible for theater and lab staff to scan implants they have used, he explains, by reading the tags on implant packaging at the surgical site. Right? So they're going to push this implantable technology in the medical field through convenience and easy for the staffers that work at these different hospitals. And then let's say you get into a car accident, you have a medical implant. The paramedics and the EMTs can easily identify who you are, take you to a hospital, okay? They've already checked whether or not you're taking your medicine, like on the movie Minority Report. You know, they can already track you. So all these things are going to go hand in hand. It says, although products should be tracked via barcodes, which that's the number of the beast, he notes several features of RFID make it the better choice. RFID is more robust. No faded barcodes, for example, he states. He adds that the technology also spares employees from having to pick up a barcode scanner and press a button. It's hands-free. All right, because all you got to do is swipe or wave your hand. Okay? All you got to do is swipe or wave your hand. These things are coming, man. Okay. Now let's go to America. This is from the ncbi.nlm.nih.gov, and it reads, American Medical Association boards implantable chip wagon. It says, the influential American Medical Association, AMA, has thrown its weight behind what might be called medical human barcoding, by adopting a policy that endorses the provisional use of implantable radio frequency identification tags or microchips to store medical information under the skin of patients. Okay? And that's all I'm going to read on that. I'm pretty sure this is a great article. I'm going to put it in the link. And this goes to show, you know, the brothers in the, around the world, the Akim, the Akwath, the sisters, you know, it's getting ready to be pushed mainstream. Look for 2018 to be a big year for the chip. Okay? A big year for World War III and things like that. Prophecies coming to pass, man. Okay? So I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish this out in Revelation 13. I'm going to read verse 18. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. That goes into the human barcode. Because once you have that identifying number, all right, they can track you. But this is what happens. All right. Revelation 14:9 says, It says, matter of fact, let me read verse 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. That's talking about America. Because America is behind all this technology and the funding behind it. And getting these other people, these other countries, and these other nations involved in this folly, such as the UK. And verse 9 says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take this chip, you're going to be destroyed in upcoming World War III. All right? So with that, I'm in it there. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I hope it was edified. The time is coming. They're going to start pushing this chip hard. So don't take the microchip as you see the judgment for that. You're going to be drinking of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, so with that, I'm going to say shalom.